Yeah, that's Velma on
Velma and Daphne.
Yeah, Velma on the left, voiced by Mindy Kaling.
Yes.
Velma reimagined as being of Indian descent.
Yes, but she doesn't look like Indian though. She doesn't look like Indian. It's more like a I'm not gonna be racist, but she doesn't look like an Indian. She looks like, I thought she was like more like a African American.
I mean, I guess I can see that. Whatever.
I don't know.
Doesn't
really seem like she's Indian. Like
anyway.
Just give me. Sorry.
Anyway, and she's next to Daphne, now reimagined as an Asian. She was always a woman, but an Asian woman now.
Yes.
Voiced by Constance Wu.
Not bad.
Yeah. She's also the daughter of a lesbian parent.
Yes.
Voiced by Wanda Sykes and Jane Lynch.
Oh, they are the best actors. Them two are the best.
I did. Again, they can be funny, but I don't think they had very good material.
Yeah, but like in other their shows, and movies, so
anyway, let's talk about.
Yes.
I'm reading from.
Are you?
Yeah, a synopsis of each episode on Wikipedia because honestly, I don't remember that much of each season.
Yeah, same.
Because the problem with the show is that once the initial novelty wears off, it just becomes very boring.
Yes, it does.
So,
Season 2.
Velma is implicated when Brenda is lobotomized and is tasked with clearing her name within 24 hours. Despite having guilt-driven hallucinations about mysteries since her mother went missing. After hearing from Norville, who is let's see if he's in here.
Norville.
After hearing from Norville, who is on the right. This show's version of Shaggy.
Yes. He's cool.
Reimagined as biracial.
Yeah.
But obviously, has a black parent.
Yes.
His mother's
was the principal.
Black. Yeah, his mother is the principal, and he is a fine character.
He's
probably
fine.
Everyone is kind of an arsehole.
Yes.
Most notably the core mystery gang, but Norville is
he's decent.
Yeah, he's the most chill.
Yes.
He's the one you'd actually want to hang out with.
Yes.
And I do kind of remember this joke that when I found on YouTube that didn't go over very well, where Norville was like, I don't like drugs.
Oh.
Yeah, and the comment section was like, they had my man Shaggy say he didn't like drugs. This show does not get its characters, and I'm like, oh, I didn't actually comment this, but that's the joke. It's ironic humor. Hearing this version of Shaggy say that is the joke.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like you're just not getting it.
So I get it.
Well, yeah, I know you get it, but
yes.
Yeah. But anyway, Norville is probably the character that would be least offensive towards the original character.
No.
Anyway, after hearing from Norville that it might be connected to a missing camera and a cover-up in the malt shop bathroom, she suspects Sophie is involved, but she is soon proven innocent. Amon, I don't know who that is, explains Dia simply left them on purpose. Is Amon Velma's father?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Okay, she probably should have guessed from the Indian sounding name anyway.
Yeah.
Supposedly solving the mystery, Velma attempts to move on, only to be confronted by the other girls, including Daphne, who let it slip that Fred has some insecurities and is known to kick partners out on the malt shop bathroom.
Yes.
This is the version of
Fred. He's funny.
He is.
But he's a big baby.
I feel like they did that joke a bit much.
Yes.
And to the show's credit, he does undergo character development where he goes from this kind of character to being, not the Fred we're familiar with, but he does soften it like a little bit.
Yes.
Now, was I? Oh yeah.
Yes.
Velma and Norville sneak into his mansion and find the letters camera, revealing Fred was the one who covered up the evidence. Fred explains he is simply embarrassed about being a late bloomer and seemingly plans to kill Velma, but just wants to buy her silence.
Yeah.
He is nonetheless taken in by Donna and Linda. Those would be Daphne's parents.
Yes.
With her name cleared, Velma strives to pick up mystery solving again and figure out what happened to her mother, only to find Krista has been lobotomized as well. That was in the scene she shared again with Norville.
Yeah.
And anyway, that brings us to the second episode. The first episode was just titled Velma.
Yes.
The second one is titled The Candy Woman. And which is this is a shot from that episode.
About.
Yeah, that has this Fred.
Yes, Fred like upset.
So let's keep reading.
Yes.
While Amon reluctantly agrees to defend Fred in court, Velma asks Daphne for the cold case file on Dia, but Daphne says she'll only do it if given $500.
Yeah. About $500. It's like, you know, we don't have to read the whole episode. We just like, you know what I mean?
I feel like we kind of have to.
Oh, we don't.
Are you still reading that poem? You are. Where you up to?
Open back on. Up there, the Raven. I'll hear the second paragraph.
Okay. If you want to open up the Wikipedia, the Wikipedia page for Velma, so you can look at the synopsis yourself and give me a break, you may.
Yes.
Now where was I? Velma soon discovers Daphne is the school's candy woman and is threatened with helping her sell more drugs. I actually forgot about that plot point.
Oh, really?
Yeah, did you?
Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't bode well for the series.
No.
Meanwhile, Norville makes several attempts to get the $500 for her, from selling a sword from his room to almost donating a kidney. I feel like I remember that. That sounds pretty funny.
Yes.
He is rewarded $500 for apprehending a gunman, but does not accept it, figuring he should win Velma's heart instead of buying it. Daphne reveals the real reason why she is selling drugs and ends up reconnecting with Velma. Amon agrees to give Velma the $500 if she helps him prove Fred's innocence, which she ultimately does.
Yes.
Everyone is convinced, but Fred snaps when his childishness is displayed to the public, and he is declared guilty.
Snap.
That must be where this shot is from.
Yes.
Well, Amon's career is ruined. Daphne gives Velma her mother's file. It contains a clue stating her phone last went off at Fred's house, much to her shock. Daphne manages to stop hallucinations by kissing her, much to Norville's dismay. I did remember that Daphne's mother being at Fred's mansion to actually be a pretty interesting development. And I think it's pretty noteworthy that the teasing between Velma and Daphne, in this show that this isn't the first one to actually outright state.
No, plus Norman as well.
Velma as not heterosexual.
Yeah, but Norman has a crush on Velma.
Or Novel, but yeah.
Novel, yes, I mean.
Yeah, I think a relationship between some version of Velma and Shaggy has been done.
Yes, it has been one this time.
I don't know how many times it's been done, but yeah, it's been done before.
Yes.
We're up to episode 3, Velma Kai.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and this is Norville with his father. I don't remember his name.
His name is.
He was actually introduced in the second episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, as you can see, he has he's Shaggy. He's classic Shaggy, just older and with a goatee. and actually find this to be pretty clever. Yeah. I think this is a clever way to repurpose Shaggy's design.
Yes.
And you see that he actually has
it's Lamont. Lamont.
I think it's pronounced Lamont, but yeah. So anyway, yeah, I think this is probably one of the cleverest things this series does.
Yes.
Anyway, while sorting out her feelings for Daphne, Velma plans to ask and imprison Fred and Dia about Dia, but another hallucination gets her kicked out of the prison. Crystal Cove High holds a women's self-defense tournament, with Daphne and Velma making it to the finals. Before the fight, they both admit to liking each other, but Velma rejects Daphne Velma suspects Daphne will not explore her feelings because her popularity is at stake. She ends up reading Daphne's journal in front of the student body, but is forced to apologize after the stunt backfires. I don't remember how that. I remember how that worked.
Yeah.
The girls reconcile, but decide to just be friends for now. Meanwhile, Norville tries to pick Fred's brain in Velma's place, borrowing his father's cardigan. Oh yeah. Okay, I do remember this actually being pretty funny.
Yes.
Borrowing his father's cardigan to seem like a real therapist. I think his father isn't even a real therapist either. But he just, he says the cardigan is like a cheat code.
Yeah.
And I did remember that getting a chuckle out of me.
Yes,
like just thinking about this is making me chuckle.
Yeah.
We should try and let me see if I can find that scene on YouTube right now.
Yes.
Like we're not gonna watch it, but I want to see if I can find it.
Yes.
I guess Velma cardigan.
Mhm.
Doesn't it doesn't seem like it's there. Maybe if I look in Norville cardigan.
Yes.
There's
a lot of episodes.
Okay, it just shows me normal cardigan.
Oh,
shit
really?
anyway.
This person looks like a normal cardigan anyways.
Yeah. And besides this, reminds me of something I think is an interesting fact. Some people were annoyed that they renamed Shaggy Norville, but Norville has actually been Shaggy's canonical real name since the late 80s, I think.
Yeah.
Shaggy has been
it's like another name.
Yeah, well, actually, nickname.
Name. Yeah.
From then on. So
yeah,
you can't really attack the series for that.
No.
It does feel kind of wrong to call a version of Shaggy Norville.
Yeah.
Even though,
fair.
Even this is it is
different universe.
It's different, and it
different
doesn't.
Universe.
And each different universes
not really
have different.
To the end other animations or whatever. It's the different universe for adults.
Yeah. Anyway, let's.
It's pretty cool. I like this series. No, I don't like this series.
I think I'm still. I think I'm still on this episode.
Yes.
Fred confirms he had nothing to do with the murders or Dia's disappearance, much to Velma's chagrin. The other prisoners also seek Norville's therapy, but when he forgets to show up, they incite a riot and burst out, only to get caught by Velma and Donna. No, wait, Linda and Donna. I don't remember that.
Me either.
Now the next episode.
Those.
Yeah, Velma makes a list.
She's trying to make the hot females and not sexy at all.
Yeah, I mean, but
this episode.
I do think there are. Let's just read it all.
Yes.
Velma makes a list. I think I've already said that.
Yeah.
Anyway, after Fred is exonerated and released from prison, a third girl named Lola is confirmed lobotomized, much like Gwenda and Krista. Sheriff Cogburn determines the pattern in the case, being that each victim is attractive. Velma offers to rank which girls are the most likely to be murdered, but this prompts every girl to intentionally sexualize herself to make it on the list.
Yeah.
That's
I will do that.
Okay.
Joking.
Where was I? Anyway, overwhelmed, Velma tells Fred to make the list for her, which includes Daphne, and at the cops' request, she tries to mask the girls' attractiveness to keep them safe. The girls reject this, feeling they should not have to hide their true selves for any reason. Velma is not given much time to think about this when she becomes a half-sister after Sophie gives birth.
Yes.
Sophie would be Velma's stepmother.
Oh, yes.
Meanwhile, Fred learns to appreciate inner beauty after reading The Feminine Mystique. Maybe I should read that. And Norville helps Daphne find some clues about her parents' disappearance by rooting through the town's history with crystals. In a mid-credit scene, Norville runs into Gigi and instantly becomes attracted to her. I remember who Gigi is. Is she one of the girls up there?
Yes. The one with the glass. That glasses there.
Okay, yeah, figure.
Down there.
Yeah, figure. I think there was kind of a rumor that went on online that she was actually this show's incarnation of Scooby-Doo.
Really?
Yeah, that she would have been a food reviewer and
really?
Yeah, Norville's love interest.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
that's so.
And that she would have died at the end or something.
Oh well.
Yeah,
wow.
I bet that would have gone well.
Yeah, that would have. That wouldn't go well so well. For
So anyway, about the girls, not wanting to, like being attractive, but
yes.
I mean, yeah, I get that, but like your lives are in danger. You sometimes you have to.
You could do something.
Be pragmatic.
Yes.
But anyway,
pretty much.
Marching Blood Band Sleepover. That would be this one.
This one there, yeah.
I got all these images from
really
IMDb.
Oh wow, that's so cool.
And this was a hard one to find. This episode only had this image.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I forgot what episode. I forgot some episodes, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't remember much of this episode.
Yes.
Not much of this series.
Same.
Anyway, while Norville's new relationship with Gigi keeps him occupied from helping in Velma's investigation, Fred tells her that his house used to belong to a mad scientist named Dr. Edna Perdue. Since Fred is unable to ease Velma's hallucinations, she decides to hold a cancelled marching band sleepover at a house to lure Norville over. I forgot that it was actually with a marching band anyway.
Oh really? I forgot about that.
Velma and Gigi fight over his attention before Gigi reveals that Dr. Perdue is Norville's grandmother. Oh yeah, that. Yeah, I also thought that was an interesting development.
Yes, it is. It's shocking.
I think it is kind of a weakness in the series that all the most interesting developments are like a few episodes apart.
Yes.
You need to. Needs to be at least one an episode. It needs to be a few an episode.
Yes.
To actually create an engaging mystery.
Yeah.
Anyway, where was I? The sleepover goes awry after the guests start starving. So Velma, Norville, Gigi, and Fred go out to get some food in Linda and Donna's stolen police car due to the town-wide curfew. Velma eventually realizes her selfishness and lets herself get caught by the police so the others can escape, during which she bribes Principal Rogers into telling her about Dr. Perdue. Meanwhile, Daphne infiltrates the closed Crystal Coves and finds her disguised biological parents there, who claim that her mother stole her from them, and they refuse to tell Daphne more about her adoption. She secretly returns to the cove where her parents are revealed to be members of a criminal gang.
That was shocking.
Yeah,
that one I didn't expect.
I should probably have pulled these episodes as ratings on IMDb, because they're all scored pretty low. I guess I can just do that anyway.
Yeah.
So just give me a moment.
Okay. It's like the episode was quite okay, I guess.
So anyway, do you want to guess what Velma's overall rating is on IMDb?
1.
Well, you're in the ballpark. Do you want to be more specific?
1 out of 0.3. No.
Well, anyway, you were close. 1.6.
Oh no. Bad.
Out of 778,000 votes.
Shit.
I mean, you have to wonder how much of this is, how much of it is due to like massive downvoting.
Yes.
Because I do think some parts of this show do work.
They do.
Yeah, just not most of it.
Not most of it.
Like I think a fairer rating would be like a maybe a 4.
Yeah.
At the highest.
I'd give it like a 3.
I mean, I think
Or 4.
honestly, I don't think that's unfair. So anyway, let's go back.
Yes.
So let's just stay on this picture. So
yeah.
Episode 1, Velma. Want to guess what the 5,000 ratings. Want to guess the score?
A 1.
Do you want to be more specific?
1.6.
Okay, 2.7.
Not bad?
I mean, no, that is bad. That is bad. 2.7.
Yeah.
2.7 out of 10, remember?
Yeah, no.
Okay, episode 2, The Candy Woman, 4.3 thousand votes. Want to guess the score?
A 2.7.
Oh, you were very close. 2.6.
Ah, almost.
Okay, episode 3, Velma Kai, 3,000 votes. I mean, each vote goes down like nearly 1,000 with each new episode. So, okay, anyway, Velma Kai, want to guess the score?
2.5.
2.8.
Let's go high and low.
I mean, you are pretty close.
Yes.
I mean, the score is consistently like
2.
Below 3.
Yes.
So anyway, episode 4, 1.8 thousand ratings.
I give it a 2.8.
You're correct.
Yes.
Yeah, the score went back up. Okay, we're back. Okay, we've caught up now. Marching Band Sleepover.
Yes.
2,000 ratings, the lowest amount so far. Okay, guess the score.
Is it higher or lower?
I'm not going to tell you.
Is it 2.3?
3.1. So
Was it?
3.1.
Really? I didn't guess that.
Yeah, so this is actually the highest rated episode so far.
Oh wow.
But anyway, I think we're up to the.
Yeah, the snims.
I think we're up to the next episode now, which is
Cause
the sins of the father and some of the mothers.
yes, that's a reference to the. I'm guessing it's a reference. I'm assuming not reference, but it's the Mystic Inc. monsters like in their own universe.
Yeah, which I don't think it really fits in this series.
No.
I think it's I can. I mean, I can appreciate it as just a joke.
Yes.
So anyway, okay, this has 2.2 ratings, 2.2 thousand ratings. Want to guess the and the score is
2.6.
3.1 again. Okay.
Vanessa, why you do to yourself?
Okay. Principal Rogers tells Velma the story of how Dr. Edna Perdue went insane after working on a secret project called Special Covert Operation Brain Initiative, or SCOOBI.
Scooby-Doo, love.
Well, Scooby, but...
Scooby.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that
No.
word incorporating the Scooby name.
No, they shouldn't.
I feel like,
I thought Warner Brothers wanted to protect Scooby.
well, I think they
Name.
just want to protect the character.
Yes.
Anyway, I don't know how I feel about the name Scooby being used in this way. I guess there's nothing inherently wrong with
No,
it. I
there's
just
not.
don't think they do it.
Feels like they're gonna use that name as like mutates animals and all that.
I mean, I guess I just don't like.
The name.
I guess I just wish they did something better with it.
Yeah.
Before she can reveal how this is connected to Dia, Velma hallucinates again. After realizing that they are caused by her father's disbelief about her mother's kidnapping, Velma confronts Arman, who decides to spend more time with her. They begin to bond, but Velma discovers Arman used her as an excuse so he can do his job on his paternity leave behind Sophie's back.
Yes.
Frustrated, Velma demands the answers from Rogers, who tells her that Dia researched Perdue's work.
Oh, really? What did they do?
Okay, good work on the show for, using two actual, interesting developments back to back.
Yeah.
In two different episodes. I think that's that's how you do, a serialized mystery.
Yeah.
And they do, actually, do things with the characters.
Yes.
Which it's not always done well. But,
no, but it's done okay.
But they are, the idea is there.
Yes. Okay, you want to read it? Are you sure you want to read it all?
I'm good, thank you. Anyway, where was I? With Fred's help, Velma finds Perdue's old lab under the Joneses' house, where they are joined by Armand, who finally believes Tia's kidnapping after finding a note, Jinkies, in her handwriting. That was the first time in the series, I believe, that Velma said Jinkies, which was, her...
Oh yeah, it was too!
Which was her catchphrase
in the Scooby. But wasn't it, towards the end she did it, or
no?
No?
Yes. But, the fact that they put it at the end after all this time, I think, gave it more weight.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Daphne spends time with her biological parents only to learn that they want to use her as an insurance policy when they leave the town with the stolen crystals. They are arrested by Linda and Donna, who finally tell the truth to Daphne about adoption, and she reconciles with them.
I'm glad. That was a sweet moment.
What exactly was the details of her adoption?
Basically, they reckon that the adoptive parents that definitely reckon that they stolen her from her birth.
No, I get.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
No, I get that. I mean, never mind.
Tommy.
What were the actual details of how they adopted Daphne?
Didn't explain. Did they?
I mean, it says here that they did.
I forgot. I'm sorry.
And we're up to episode 7, which is.
Yes.
Velma looks like a little Indian Jim Gordon.
Yeah. It's like a businessman.
Maybe they should make Jim Gordon Indian.
Yes.
If you look at him or her, I guess, as a little Indian Jim Gordon, it kind of works.
Yeah.
They already made Jim Gordon black in the Batman with George Reeves as the Batman.
Yes.
Well, why can't they make Jim Gordon Indian in some version?
Aye.
So anyway, episode 7, Folk Fest. I want to guess this episode's rating. It has 1.7 thousand ratings, and it's okay. I'll tell you the previous ratings before I tell you this one again. Episode 5 had a rating of 3.1 out of 10. Episode 6 also had a rating of 3.1 out of 10, and Folkfest episode 7 has a rating of what do you think?
I think 3.6.
3.1 again. A 3.1 streak. Okay, so with the hallucinations finally over, Velma spends all her time investigating, while the townwide curfew is lifted due to the annual Crystal Cove Fog Fest. Fred's parents insist that Fred win the Fog King and Queen title. So, yeah, did you hear that, Fog King?
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, so he asks Daphne to be his date to increase his chances, while Norval also plans to win the title for himself and Gigi. Velma discovers a hidden phone number on Dia's Jinkies note, and after calling it, she realizes that the serial killer is at Fogfest. Oh wow, I forgot about that.
Yes.
Shit happens.
It does.
Since girls are not allowed to attend without a date, she disguises herself as a guy named Manny.
Yes, Manny.
You gotta love that.
Yes.
That it's like from Futurama. What, son? What's your name?
Okay.
Human, sir. Human. Now that's a name I can trust.
Do you before we get into the more episodes? Do you know who the serial killer is?
Yeah.
Oh, you forgot.
I remember.
Yes, I remember.
Okay. Where was? Okay. Even telling him how Velma ignored her lately.
Yes.
How Daphne ignored
Velma ignores Daphne.
The other way around. Anyway, that's not Daphne on the screen.
Who? Oh, was it?
No, it's not.
Oh.
I forget her name though.
It's like one of those pictures.
Oh yeah.
Hot pictures, yes.
Anyway, I forget her name.
Yeah, same.
So where was I? After they get elected as Frog King and Queen, Fred exposes Velma's disguise, but still ends up losing the title to Norville and Gigi. Velma apologizes to Daphne for being a bad friend before the serial killer shows up and attacks them.
Yeah.
They manage to escape, but so does the killer, leaving only a cell phone behind. In a mid-credits scene, Fred is kidnapped by the killer.
Ooh.
I actually forgot about that. So anyway, episode 8, A Velma in the Woods.
Ooh.
I think this was the only screenshot of that episode that was also on IMDb. So anyway, speaking of IMDb, you want to guess this one's rating?
3.1.
Hold on, it has the same number of ratings as the previous episode, 1.7 thousand ratings. So few people are coming back to stay with this series. So anyway, what'd you guess the rating was?
3.1.
You are correct, 3.1.
Yes. Sweet.
Okay, so Daphne and Velma hack the serial killer's phone, finding a photo of Mount Crystal Woods. They plan to go there the next day, but Daphne rain checks at the last minute to hang out with Olive instead. I don't remember who Olive is.
Yes, I forgot who is it too.
Velma lies about her hallucinations pretending to lure Daphne along, and Norville invites them to stay at Gigi's family's cabin.
Yes, that was the one I remembered.
Where Gigi originally planned a romantic evening for themselves. I think I remember that kind of pissing off Gigi.
Yes.
After they all become trapped at the bottom of a ravine, I do remember that cold opening.
Yeah.
Daphne admits she purposely wanted to make Velma jealous because she loves her possessive nature.
Mm-hmm.
While Gigi confronts Norville about him still liking Velma. They later discover a tunnel connected to the crystal mines, and it leads them to the serial killer's lair, where they find Fred and the still living brains of the lobotomized girls.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was I thought the girls' brains still being kept in a mechanical jar was a bit out there.
Yes.
But it can still work.
Yeah, to be honest, I thought that they wouldn't survive it at all.
I mean, as far as twists goes, that is a twist. During this, Velma proposes for her and Daphne to start a relationship, but they are interrupted when the tunnel begins to collapse. They are saved by Dia, who gets everyone safely to the surface in her van.
Oh yes, that was Trace there.
Yeah, I think that van become the mystery machine?
Yeah, by Fred's.
Yeah, I think they probably would have said that in the next episode. I should have said that. Velma happily reunites with her mother, but when she asks who kidnapped her, Dia says she cannot remember. So we're up to the next episode.
Yes.
Family Woman. This is Sophie's child with Amon.
Yeah.
And we'll get into the plot of this one for a minute, but as previously, let's look at this one's IMDb rating.
Yes.
This one has the lowest amount of ratings so far, 1.4 thousand ratings. Yeah, so I want to guess the score.
Lowest is 1.1.
Nah, 3.0. I mean, the chances of you getting these exactly right are
bad.
Well. I mean, sure, but so. Getting the exact number is. I mean, it's just for fun. It doesn't say.
Yes.
It doesn't say anything about you.
No.
So anyway, Dia is diagnosed with amnesia, and she only has 3 days to regain her memories before they are gone forever. Velma thinks the best way to bring her memories back is to keep her happy by lying about the events of the last 2 years. which includes hiding Armand's relationship with Sophie. She also lies that Sophie's child is hers and Norville.
Oh.
I mean, I do think that was a pretty funny
it was.
event, but honestly,
You hurt Daphne.
I think Dia should just be an adult and accepted that her husband moved on.
Yes, and someone should tell the truth.
I mean, she's been presumed dead for like
2 years.
For a few years at that point.
Oh,
like,
really?
since Velma was a kid.
Oh, she...
So anyway, where was I? She also lies that Sophie... Oh, yeah. Norval agrees to play along with the whole child thing. However, when Velma finds that Lamond has the same welding mask as the serial killer, she accuses him, but he is proved to be innocent. Feeling betrayed by her actions... like we said, Lamond is Norville's father.
Yes.
He hasn't been mentioned in these synopsises yet. Wait, has he?
No?
I think he might have, because he
the
mentioned...
jacket.
No, wait, I don't think they actually did mention him. I think they just said Norville had a jacket.
Yes.
Anyway, let's keep going.
I think...
I'm feeling betrayed by her actions. Norville officially ends his friendship with Velma. Meanwhile, Daphne and Fred pretend to be dating again to regain their popularity at school, and they reluctantly kiss to prove that, which is witnessed by Velma and hurts her feelings.
Yes.
Dia eventually learns about Armand's infidelity, but feels freed from her loveless marriage, and her memories return. She reveals that she is a serial killer, much to everyone's shock. And yeah, I did find that to be I do think that was a pretty decent
shock and
twist. Which is they go in a different direction after that, but I'm pretty sure that was always the plan, not to actually have the actual killer.
Yes.
Anyway, we're up to the last episode of season 1, and I mean, I don't think we've established who this character is yet, but
no, we haven't.
Just guessing from the lighting, you can probably guess, and she's probably not a good person. So anyway,
no.
The Brains of the Operation, episode 10, last episode of season 1. 1.7 thousand ratings, so more than the last episode. And want to guess? Okay, V, guess the rating.
3.1.
I'll give you one more chance.
Up or lower?
Huh? Not telling you.
It's 2.9. Please do not say 3 or else.
3.2.
I had 3, guys. I had number 3, but I should have said number 2. But I was going like... I should have said like 3. I should have said like... But I went down backwards.
Okay. Velma refuses to believe her mother was the killer, but she does not have much time to prove her innocence before she is sentenced to death.
No.
Wow, they have the death. They have the capital punishment in Crystal Cove.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, damn, that's pretty. I mean, why are they Texas?
Maybe. Not too sure.
After talking to her, she notices how mechanically she repeats all of her answers and realizes Dia is hypnotized.
Yes.
She remembers that the killer also hypnotized her 2 years ago to blame herself for Dia's disappearance. Wait, Velma was hypnotized?
Yeah, they showed you.
Oh yeah, that's true. Like
which was like a kid at the fan.
You think they'd remember? You think that'd be memorable? Oh well. Daphne finds the pocket watch that Velma remembers the killer used for hypnosis, and they discover the logo of the Fred Jones Company on it. Velma figures out that Victoria Jones is the killer, trying to recreate Dr. Purdue's work to switch Fred's brain to a more competent person so he could be a proper heir to the family company.
That was the major truth.
That is Fred Jones's mother right there.
Yes.
Upon arriving at the Joneses, she finds Daphne and Fred tied together in Purdue's lab and stops Victoria before she can hurt them. A fight ensues, ending with Norville's unexpected arrival, and he accidentally kills Victoria in the process.
Yes. Did you forget that Velma leave a voicemail to Norman saying, "I love you"? That's why he returned back.
I did forget.
Yes.
I did forget that. Despite solving the case and being held as heroes, the four of them drift apart due to the events and their complicated relationships with each other. In the mid-credit scene, Gerald Cogburn is killed by a new murderer.
Ooh, but that didn't show, like, they're not, like, murdered, like...
So, reading through all that, I think I know what the biggest problem with, at least season 1 is.
Yes? What was the lack of story?
Maybe this isn't the biggest problem, but I think that if they solved this, it would have improved the series significantly.
But they didn't.
Okay. I think the problem is length. Like I said, there's enough there, but not for 10 episodes. I think it.
Sorry.
We have a guest.
Yeah, so sorry, my brother. So sorry, my brother. So sorry. So that's my brother. I didn't mean to. Should have closed the door, but I didn't know my brother was up there.
So anyway, I think they maybe could have cut this down to like six episodes.
Yeah, or six or 5.
Yeah, it wouldn't have solved all the problems, but it really would have cut down on all the filler.
Yes, a lot of time.
Yeah, and it probably would have gotten left space for the jokes that would have landed better.
Yes.
And it probably would have been less boring.
And they should have done give me another 2 years for doing another season 2, because that way they have enough time to come up with a story.
Yeah, sure.
Because the second one, post credit scene, has a murderer. It didn't make sense. It's who's the next